Thomas was always self-employed, he was an electrician, but he went to do sales for another local window company, and he just wasn't happy with the after-sales service. When he'd sell something, he wasn't happy with the customer service given to that customer afterwards, and he thought, I can do this better. So that's basically where the idea came from. So he started, I'll make my own windows and sell my own. I suppose we'd start by saying we're 23 years in business. People will automatically know we've been through the downturn during that time. And we'd often get asked the question, how did you survive? And we kept to our core values and what we believed in, which is really good service. The fact that we advertise on most of our advertisements that there is no middleman in our company. So from sales, manufacturing and service and fitting and service, that's what we do. So everything is covered under the K&K umbrella. So we take very seriously what we do and how we manufacture and fit. Well, one thing that came up when we started off this All-Star experience was an incident that happened really early on in the first year of our business. The very first patio door that Thomas made, and it was installed. Customer was very, very happy, but he was never happy with it. He just knew it wasn't made 100%. So 2 years after it was installed, he went back to the customer and changed that door without her ever asking. So that's kind of how we've went on from there. At the moment now, we manufacture everything in PVC and aluminium, from windows, doors, your standard windows and doors, to patios, to sash windows, to tilt and turn, to bifolding doors. Basically, whatever the customer wants, we can manufacture here in our factory. Huge range of goods, including a bending part now that we can actually do circular windows, which is a new venture in the last couple of years. So basically, whatever the customer wants. Well, when the deal with K&K, there is no middleman. We sell, manufacture, and we install. So as I always say, the buck stops with K&K. They can't blame anybody else if anything goes wrong. Plus, they can praise us to height when everything goes right. We build a relationship with every single customer, so to make sure they are completely happy when they're done. And we really, most of our referrals from previous customers, that's where we build up our business and always have. So it's extremely important to us.
It's the company motto. It's always been the company motto. Sarek and Thomas are the leaders, they're the drivers of the company. It's their motto. So anybody new coming in, it is actually probably one of the things that's mentioned on any interview here, is that the customer is number one. We treat their house as we would treat our own. It's left spick and span. And it's Sarek and Thomas's motto, and we all adhere to that, and it's repeated over and over to everybody, all the staff, that this is the way we should treat customers. There's a few different points. We're here for 24 years. Our remedial services on the windows, should anything go wrong, is second to none. It's something that Thomas and Sarek take very much pride in, that if we're not happy with a product or the customer is not happy with the product, it's rectified. We're always contactable. I know in some circumstances Thomas has taken calls at the weekends where a customer has got locked out, and our repair guy is good enough to go 10, 11 o'clock at night to let somebody in. They've lost their keys or whatever may be the case. So that's our main thing here, is to support our customers, not just on the day they buy, but for years after.
As an all-star business, we feel we have an all-star product to start with. We buy the best profiles in from Germany. We use the premium glass, and all of our hardware are sourced personally by ourselves, and we only use the best. We don't run two product lines, a less inferior one and a top line. We just run the one, and we do it competitively in the market. We also take customers from the very start, and we give them advice on their windows. We spend time with them. because most people don't really know what they want in a window when they come to see. It's probably their first time buying or whatever. So we spend time with our customers to make sure that they know what they want and then that they get what they want. We would also, we employ all of our fitters, so we have control over who fits them. We don't subcontract out our fitters, so we feel we have an excellent fitting crew, and that's what sets us out from our competitors.
K&K Windows is an all-star business because we have competitive advantage through people. Our employees are the best in the business. They have so much knowledge, but above that, we believe in work-life balance. We believe in keeping our employees happy and productive and positive and maintaining that balance throughout so that they maintain excellent productivity at all times, which means our customers are also 100% satisfied through this. So recently we done a survey about 6 months to a year ago of 500 of our previous customers. Through that, we got an 89% net promoter score, which is unheard of in the industry, which means that 89% of our customers would refer us to a family or friend. It's an absolutely unbelievable recommendation, and we're so grateful for it, and we're very proud of our company for getting such a good score on it.
There's a few different challenges, I suppose, for the customer. Make sure that from the time the product arrives on site, everything goes smoothly. So I'll deal with the customer to arrange a fitting date that suits them. You have to work around their holiday, day-to-day commitments that they have. So the dates that we provide will suit them, basically. Some customers won't be able to be there when you're actually installing the product. So we might arrange to pick up a key in a neighbour or at a shop, and again, at the end of the installation, drop it back so the customer can continue on with their life. Perfect. Go to work.
The journey from the start of being an all-star, I initially had entered it not really knowing whether we were going to be in competition with all the big guns or we were only going to be a small fish in a big pond, but it turns out we were actually a big fish in a big pond, so we were delighted. But when we got to Croke Park, we got to meet so many incredible people, and it was nearly a moment of awe when you're looking around Croke Park Stadium thinking of all the other people that have got all-stars before, and that we were now in that category. We were in the running of the best in the country. It was an incredible feeling, and I think that portrayed from us in the office to the sales reps to the guys in the factory and the fitters on the road. Everybody was just so proud of the business, and customers could see that as well. So I mean, it was very intriguing for customers. If you can say you were the only all-star window and door company in Ireland, I mean, it's an incredible feat. It's an incredible achievement, one that no other company in the industry has done yet.
Well, every product going out of the factory has to go through quality control, so it's checked and make sure it's perfect before it goes out. And then on the fitting end, we'd have on-site inspections, so to make sure everything is being done on site. I would contribute the most success to our own hard work and the hard work of all the people that work with us. They seem to love the business as much as we do. They've been with us from the time we started. They work very, very hard, and we really respect them for that and are grateful to them for that. And that's what makes it a family business. I've often said over the years that K&K is like my sixth child. That's how much we all love the business. So yeah, just to love coming to work every day, that's what makes the business successful. Actually, winning the All-Star was extremely satisfying, I'd have to say. And then we won the Wexford Awards as well. But what entering the competition and doing those things has done, it's made me look at myself and give myself a pat on the back and say, you know, we've done something good here. That's been the most satisfying. Again, I think it's coming to work. It's the people that I work with. It's like coming in and meeting a group of friends every day. I don't feel like I'm coming to work. It's like a social occasion to me, even though it is hard work. That's the motivation for coming into work every day and meeting new people and customers. I love that. love what you do. Don't be afraid to take risks. Work hard and be confident in what you do. Be confident and believe in yourself and be grateful for what you have. Over the years, obviously, when you run your own business and you're raising a family, they do miss out on your time, and so there is sacrifices to be given up. But you get good returns out of it as well, so balance your life is the best way, but you have to be prepared to put the work in and take those sacrifices. When I say provide great service, because I really believe that's what we've built our business on, was the service, the after-sales service, just customer service down the line. That's our motto. But there's no point in doing that on one job or two jobs or one job a month. That has to be consistent. If you decide I'm going to be the best company with the best service out there, that has to be consistent. Maybe have grown bigger, quicker, taken maybe more chances over the year. I probably would have been holding Thomas back a little bit because it steadily grew. But in one way, it's probably better because it's grounded. Well, I suppose like any husband and wife team, you have your arguments and you make up. So yes, we do fall out over things in work, and then we work it out between us as well. So it's just a balance, it's just balancing it together. I suppose because everybody understands All-Star. It's such a big thing in Ireland. Like, everyone knows what an All-Star is. It's a hard-working, top-of-the-class individual, which when you put that on your brand, then that's automatically in people's minds, that's what a customer will think. This is a top-quality, hard-working product. That's what I want in my house. So it's well worth pushing it. I would absolutely, for the simple fact is that we're all so busy in our own lives and in our own businesses. It was lovely to stand back and take a look and say, my God, this is what I've done. So for that reason alone, it's not about winning. It's about taking part and looking at yourself, looking back at your business over the years and giving yourself a tap on the back, basically, which we would have never done before. I suppose it's like everything. It's like a family business. When you have pride in what you do and you can stand up and say, look, I'm proud of what I did, which I never probably would have done before. And that goes down the line, it filters all the way down through all the staff. And I think that's it. And they're proud and they're delighted for us and delighted for the business that has got recognition after 23 years, which is brilliant.
Most importantly, that the company is registered and in business a long time. So we've been here for over 23 years now, and we plan to be here for another 50 more. So if you ring, your windows and doors should obviously last you a lifetime, from 25, 30 years and onwards, depending on how you keep them. That if you ring us in 25, 30 years time, we'll still be here to give you advice. On top of that, you're actually eligible now to get your tax back with the HRI grant scheme. You get 23% of your tax back that you've paid on anything over 5 grand to 30 grand at the moment on home renovations. So if the company is registered, you'll get that back. We do that. We give advice on grants for the elderly, on other specific grants within the business, and we actually do a discount at the moment. So it'll be on for a while.